Alright, what is up YouTube? It is UserSoup123 and I'm coming at you guys with kind of an update video about these some of these new pendulum monsters that are going to be coming out. I'm not sure where they're going to be coming out or when, or if they're coming out TCG or OCG, but it looks like they have one for all the major TCG sets. So I'm going to go ahead and start I'm going to go ahead and start explaining some of these. Looks like they're starting to come out with like different pendulum type monsters for different kind of archetypes, like Stellar Knights and Yang Zing, as you can see here. Excuse me. So I'm going to go ahead and start talking about them. So it looks like we have one for Yang Zing here. It says it's called Zefra Archetype, Secret of the Yang Zing. And obviously we know that Yang Zings are kind of a cool synchro build. They're the new worm archetype. Now, it says here, the pendulum effect, you cannot pendulum summon monsters except Yang Zing or Zefra monsters. This effect cannot be negated. So it's kind of like Cleaforts, where it says you can't pendulum, or you can't special summon any Cleafort monsters, or anything but Cleaforts. But this one is just pendulum monsters, it's pendulum summoning. The monster effect says when this card is pendulum summoned, or when this card is in your monster zone or pendulum zone, is destroyed by battle or card effect, add one Yang Zing or Zefra spell trap card from your deck to your hand. You can only use the effect of this once per turn. So yeah, these kind of seem like they're all like their own archetype, but they're also kind of like spread out into different archetypes. Like, see here, there's Yang Zing, and then there's here, this is Necros. You know, but they're all kind of like, they're all one, you know what I mean? Because they're like Zefra, but they're Necros, Yang Zing, and stuff like that, which is kind of cool. They kind of work with each other, but they also work with other decks. So yeah, that was the Yang Zing one. Here is Zefra Exa, Necros of the Flame Beast. Now, I believe Flame Beast is actually a fusion monster, I believe, that was way back in the day. You know how kind of like there's Necros of Bryonic and stuff like that. So this guy looks like he's the Necros of the Flame Beast or whatever. Pendulum effect says you cannot pendulum summon monsters except for Necros or Zefra monsters. This effect cannot be negated. So again, kind of like Cleaforts. Monster effect says if the face-up Necros or Zefra monsters in your card in your monster zone or pendulum zone is destroyed by battle or card effect, except Zefra Necros of the Flame Beast. God, that's hard to say. While this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can special summon this card. So basically, he special summons himself if your Necros or Zefra monster is destroyed by battle or card effect. And you can only use the effect once per turn. On to the next one. Looks like a Stellar Knight Bell Zefra. It's got a different name from the top. Interesting. Again, it's like the same thing. It's got the Cleafort ability, cannot pendulum summon monsters, except for Stellar Knights and Zefra monsters. This effect cannot be negated. The monster effect is, if this card is normal, flip or pendulum summon. Oh wow, that's powerful. You can target one other Stellar Knight or Zefra card in your monster card zone or pendulum zone, and you can target, and set one card your opponent controls, destroy them. So basically, you destroy one monster you control and one monster your opponent controls, or one set card your opponent controls. And then you can only use the effect of a Stellar Knight, blah blah blah, once per turn. So it looks like you can destroy a pendulum. Yeah, you can destroy a pendulum monster. Kind of like give you some space, I guess. Obviously, let me go back real fast. This one is a scale of 7. This one, they look like these are scales of 7 so far. This one is a scale of 1. It is Zefra Saber, Necros of the Swordmaster. So pendulum effect again is you can't pendulum summon Necros or except Necros and Zefra monsters. So it looks like you can pendulum summon these guys, but you can't pendulum summon, like, if you have him, you can't pendulum summon like any Stellar Knights or something like that. So which it would kind of conflict. If this one was in your right pendulum zone and this one was in your left, this one wouldn't work. You know, you wouldn't be able to special summon Necros or Stellar Knights. Or something like that. It says you can tribute this card from your hand or face up on your side of the field, tribute monsters from your hand, then ritual summon then ritual summon one Necros ritual monster whose levels equals exactly the levels of the ritual monster. Basically. So, and you can use its effect once per turn. So this is kind of like a monster effect with that allows you to Ritual Summon, which is freaking retarded. That's gonna make Necros retardedly OP. I'm not even kidding. That's retarded. Yeah. So there's that. People are gonna be running 3 of those in your deck. It says Ol Shadal Zefra Core. Man, these names are hard to say. They're like really confusing. Pendulum effect is, again, you can't pendulum summon monsters except for Shadal and Zefra monsters this time. Effect cannot be negated. Monster effect is if this card is in the pendulum zone, or if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one Zefra card in your pendulum zone except Ol Shadal, Zefra Core, and special summon it. So basically, you can special summon anything from your pendulum. Let's see, it says, or this card is sent to the graveyard. You can target one. Oh, you can target a pendulum monster and special summon it. That's cool. It's got 450 attack though. That's not really good. I don't know how many people are gonna be running that in their deck. It's got 450 attack and 1950 defense, which is alright, I guess. But that kind of seems like a card you're gonna be running one of. And it's a dark type for Shadals, which is kind of interesting. It's got a scale of 7. On to the next one is a Stellar Knight, Zefra Thuben. So this is another Stellar Knight. Same thing, can't pendulum summon monsters except for Stellar Knight and Zefra monsters. Monster effect, if this card is normal, flipped, or pendulum summoned, you can target one other Stellar Knight or a Zefra card in your monster card zone or your pendulum zone, and one face-up card your opponent controls and destroy them. So kind of like the other one, where you can destroy cards. Yeah. Well, I guess this is kind of like these Stellar Knights are kind of like one-time deal cards. Like you would pendulum summon them and get their effects, and then I guess place this in defense. I don't know. It's got 0 attack and 2100 defense, which is all right, I guess. Normally anything right now, you know, you're not trying to play right now with this format. You're not trying to play defensive. You're trying to play offensive and shit. So, yeah. Anyways, on to the next one. This one is Nucritial Beast. I'm assuming this is a Ritual Beast tamer. Zefra Wendy. Okay, so she's like the Wind Ritual Beast, whatever, tamer. You cannot pendulum summon except for Ritual Beast and Zefra monsters. The effect cannot be negated. Again, when this card is normal summoned or pendulum summoned, you can add one face-up Zefra monster from your extra deck to your hand. Oh, that's kind of interesting. That's actually pretty good. Again, this is a pendulum scale of 7, which is actually actually this a level 3 1500 and 1000 defense is actually pretty good. So again, you can only special summon this once per turn, which is kind of interesting. That's kind of limited, but that's real good though. Being able to add to get back something from your extra deck into your hand. So, and then here's another Yang Zing one. It says Zefra Fuxi, Treasure of the Yang Zing. Looks like he's dropping some obsidian there or something, maybe diamonds. I don't know. You cannot pendulum summon except for Yang Zing and Zefra monsters. This effect cannot be negated. If this card is pendulum summon or special summon from the deck, you can target one Yang Zing monster or Zefra monster you control, except whatever. I'm not even going to try to say the name again. It is treated as a tuner monster this turn. Also, place this card on the bottom of the deck when it leaves the field. Wow. Okay, that's pretty good. Well, it makes a tuner for a synchro summon. Now, honestly, I don't know if a pendulum monster is used for a synchro summon. Does it go to the extra deck? Can you guys leave that in the comment below? I'll probably look it up later, but maybe I don't honestly. I have no idea. I think it goes to the graveyard because it's not being destroyed on the field. So, yeah. But anyways, if you guys can let me know. But that's still pretty OP too. On to the next one. This one is Valo Ritual Beast Tamer Zefram Pelika. Okay. Alright. So sorry guys, I have a real hard time pronouncing these names. It's pretty ridiculous nowadays. Of course you cannot pendulum summon except for Ritual Beast or Zefras. Effect cannot be negated. It's the pendulum effect. When this card is normal summon or pendulum summon, target one Ritual Beast or Zefra monster in your graveyard except this card. Special summon it, but destroy it during the end phase. You can special summon. You can only special summon this card once per turn, which is really good actually. This would work very well in a Ritual Beast deck because they really do help each other out, kind of like in that way. I haven't exactly experimented with Ritual Beast yet, but also this one is a Pendulum scale of 1, 1000 attack, and 1500 defense, which is pretty good. Anyways, on to the next one, and the last one. This is J. Shadal Zefra Naga. That dude looks pretty sick though, huh? Of course, the same Pendulum effect as all the other ones. If this card is Pendulum summoned, or if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one card in either player's Pendulum zone, return it to the hand. You must control a Zefra card in your Pendulum zone to activate and resolve this effect. Oh, so he's a Pendulum bouncer. Sorry, I kind of like got mind blown there for a second. My brain kind of shut down. Yeah. So he's like he bounces back Pendulum monsters in the Pendulum zone. So, I don't know if anybody'd use that. But overall, there are some really sick OP Pendulum monsters here so far. Honestly, you know, I mean, these are pretty sick. These Yang Zing ones are pretty powerful. Obviously, this one here that allows you to ritual summon is going to be used a lot in Necros. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think about these cards. This new, I mean, this seems like the power creep here. It's going to be coming up. These guys seem cool though. I mean, they're Zefras and the other archetypes. So they're like Zefra and Yang Zing, Zefra Necros, Zefra Stellar Knight or Stellar Knight. Zefra Shadal, Zefra Ritual Beast, which is kind of cool. So I mean, this one here, I think from your extra deck. That one, yeah, that one might be used a little bit. This one seems pretty cool though. Target one Ritual Beast or Zefra monster in your graveyard and basically special summon it. So, which is cool. Gives the Ritual Beast a little more support. They kind of needed that. And then these Shadal ones, honestly, I don't really see much use in them. You can target one Zefra in your Pendulum zones. Special summons. That one special summons from the Pendulum zone. This one doesn't. This one really doesn't do much. Just adds it to the hand. But anyways, guys, let me know how you feel about these cards. You know, like and subscribe, you guys. Share this with your friends. You know, these cards are real cool. And I don't know if they'll be coming out in TCG or OCG yet. I'll probably look that up and put it in the description box below if I can find it. But don't quote me on that. But anyways, guys, this is User Soup 123. Like, subscribe. Thanks, guys, for watching.